I'm out walking my dogs and I wanted to do a little video about New Year's resolutions because I've been asked about them so many times over the last few days. No doubt everyone else has too. Like, are you making them? Do you believe in them? Do they work? Have you ever kept any? All that. The answer is no. I'm not making resolutions, but I am making New Year's intentions. And I know that sounds a bit pretentious, but I did a video on this last year and it just works for me. I went into all detail about why I call it that there. But I was thinking about this and I'm having a massive clear out at home at the moment. Oh, it's so pretty. I just want to show you this. So, love it. I'm having a massive clear out of everything at home at the moment, and I actually came across a list I wrote for my New Year's intentions 2019 going into 2020. We all know how that year went, but I had kept to them. So the way I do it, and I'm going to be doing this later today, so 2019, I wrote down every single event that happened to me during that year. Good events, bad events, not just actual events as well, but themes, anything. Complete brain dump, everything, with no thought about each event. I stopped myself going into like the negative emotion, oh, it's so pretty, the positive emotions of each event, just no policing, anything like that, just complete brain dump. And had an A4 size piece of paper and I'd filled every single line on it with everything. And then once I'd written it all down, then I went through and analysed and went through my emotions with every event, and then from that I wrote down, boiled it all down to about 4 or 5 lessons that I could take away from that and things to work on, like general themes. And not all of them, but some of them from that year were, it's really crunchy here, were to just pay attention to how my energy is around certain people. So do they make me feel good? Do they drain my energy? Do they lift me? So that was important. To end relationships or things that were no longer good for me or serving me, because sometimes I can fall into the trap of doing it because I think it's the best thing to do or best for the other person. I'm not getting too personal here, but sometimes you need to put yourself first. So that was a little lesson I took from that. And then the other thing, the most important one, which has kept me going through the year, is to trust my instincts and my inner voice and be more aware of when my inner voice is trying to speak to me. And that's been amazing. My arm is really sore. That's been amazing. I can't, that feels like my superpower, my intuition. So just checking the dogs. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing later today. I'm going to write down my list and I'm going to go through all of it bit by bit. Now, this is separate from goals. I still have goals like personal goals, fitness goals, business goals, family goals, all that sort of thing. I still have those, but they're separate from this. And I don't tie goals into a new year because for me, it just doesn't work. It puts too much pressure and it just falls apart. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today. So I thought I'd share it because it might be helpful. Now, I've got to go and walk the puppers. Look at this. We got out early before everyone else. It's so cute.